Hey, so we're staying in the League of Ireland for the Football Club History series. I did say I would do it in reverse alphabetical order, but we've skipped out Shamrock Rovers. Do not worry, we will be going back to them, but we're looking at Galway United. Now, Galway United, nicknamed the Tribesmen, and that nickname comes from the 14 merchant families or tribes locally that are very, very instrumental in Galway's economy, history, and culture. And every team from Galway has that nickname regardless of the sport. They play at Eamon DC Park in the Terryland district of Galway, has a capacity of 5,000. Been voted one of the best playing surfaces. It's been voted, I think, voted the best playing surface in the Republic of Ireland for association football multiple times. Apparently, it's a very, very well run and well kept facility. And is a very modern facility. It's had multiple upgrades in recent years, but it's still a small capacity. And Galway is a very rural part of Western Ireland as well. Galway is very, very rural compared to the eastern side of Ireland, where like all the big towns and cities are. Now, the club itself was founded in 1937 as Galway Rovers Football Club. They are admitted to the League of Ireland in 1977, and they changed their name to the current name in 1981, although they will have another name change before reverting back to that name later on. Now, for many years, very stable. They do win some silverware between 81 and 2011, which we'll discuss later on. But 2011, very similar to Shelbourne, money issues. Except unlike Shelbourne Football Club, who do find a way to financially stay in the League of Ireland structure, Galway United have to drop out the League of Ireland completely. That's dropping out of Division 1 below the Premier League. They have to drop out completely. They don't return until 2014, but they've renamed themselves as Galway Football Club. They would rename themselves as Galway United in 2015. Obviously, they won the League of Ireland Division 1 last season, promoted as champions, and they're back in the top flight. Now, this is what I found an interesting fact, a couple of interesting facts. They're the only club currently in the Irish top flight as of the 2024 season with no league title to their name, and they've got the fewest top flight seasons in total at 17. So they are the least successful club in the top flight for this season, although they obviously won promotion from Division 1 the season prior as champions. When you look at their historical stats compared to all the other clubs in the Irish top flight, they have the no league title and they are the least successful. In saying that, they have won silverware. Now, their silverware is limited to just the 3 trophies, all coming before their financial meltdown in 2011, which I find very interesting. It's only a few years after Shelbourne Football Club have their financial issues, only 4 years after. So there's a period where Irish football's in trouble, and we've seen multiple clubs have financial issues and struggle. Galway United is no exception, but they do have, as I say, some silverware. They've only won the FAI Cup just the once in the 1990-91 season, but they won the League of Ireland Cup twice in the 85-86 season and the 96-97 season. They also finished league runners-up, I think, in the 85-86 season as well. They finished second in the League of Ireland Premier Division. So they could have done a League Cup and League double, but they narrowly missed out on what would have been their only league title. So in the 80s and 90s, they were a very, very solid, well-run side. But as you can see, their success is very, very limited. And if you look at the stats of all the other clubs in the top flight, there's 10 clubs in the top flight currently. 9 of them have won at least one league title. Galway United have won no league titles. So it does actually show that Irish football is actually far more competitive than people realise. And there's multiple clubs in the Division 1 who've won multiple league titles as well. So the majority of clubs in Ireland have won at least one league title. Over half. So, and then we're talking in the professional league structure. Galway United, however, is one of those clubs that hasn't. And they are the least successful club currently in the top flight. But they've got more success than some clubs outside the top flight because they've got 3 pieces of major silverware. So there we go. There's a brief history of Galway United Football Club. I would love to hear from fans about the financial issues that the club faced towards the end of the 2000s into the early 2010s when the club went bust in 2011, and their return to the Irish League of Ireland League in 2014. I would love to hear from Galway United fans about that 4 or 5 year period where things were very, very uncertain and the money issues were there. It'd be very interesting to hear from you guys. But as I say, they have had some success, just not a lot of it. And We'll see if they can re-establish themselves as a top-flight side and eventually win that first league title, because when that comes, I think more silverware will follow in due course. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching. That's going to be it for the Football Club histories for today, because we've obviously got 3 matches at the Euros coming up in Group A and in Group B, so I want to obviously prep for them. And as I say, again, apologies for yesterday for not doing a match review of the Germany-Scotland game. I fell asleep at half time, so I can't do a review on half the game because I missed half the goals. But I do find it very, very interesting that in 2006 against Costa Rica, Germany won their opening game, a 4-2 scoreline, not a 5-1, but 6 goals were scored, and Germany did score first very early on in the first half, like they did against Scotland. 6 goals were scored again, and Germany scored first, but they did not keep a clean sheet against Costa Rica in 2006. When they went on to make the semi-finals and lost to Italy in the semi-final, could they make a semi-final or a final this time round? Considering that, as I say, Scotland weren't the best opposition, but also Germany in the last few major tournaments have seriously struggled. Well, there we go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below. But from me for now, it is goodbye, and I'll have some more content for you guys and girls very, very soon.